a video real quick while my kid's downstairs in the shower. So I went looking for my one kid's tablet to make a video, and I can't find it anywhere. And I'm like, hey, dude, where's your tablet? And he's like, I thought you had it. I was like, no, I don't have it. And I asked everybody in the house, I'm like, hey, has anybody seen Gavin's tablet? And nobody has a clue where it went. So it's like, I guess, I'll just have to use one of the laptops to make videos. So, whatever. So I got this shit. I've been looking at Earl Enterprises, and I can't see a company yet who owns this company. Like, this company seems like the big daddy bastard. But, this Robert Earl guy was born in Hendon, UK, and he's one of the richest businessmen from there. And Time magazine called him one of the 25 most influential Americans, even though he's British. But in 2001, surprise, surprise, he's a Christian Gemini, just like Trump. Life Path 5, which I gotta look a little more into. And his Chinese zodiac's a metal rabbit. Mine's a metal snake. And then down here, it's like, oh, Trump's a Christian Gemini, Life Path 4. Life Path 4s are pretty successful, and they look pretty good on paper. But the downfall and the other side of it is that they are dishonest, corrupt, cruel, greedy, pompous, cold, and bullies some of the time. So, I mean, if that don't hit the fucking nail on the head, I don't know. But whatevs. So, I started looking around, and some of his celebrity investors include Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, Demi Moore, Sylvester Stallone. This is when he really started getting rich. It was when he got into the virtual dining concepts. Probably all about that negative AI agenda. When they started doing Wing Squad, Shit for Tyga, and Mr. Beast. Buka and Bravo, these places are substations pretty much where you can order the not fucking great food of these super famous people who are all linked in together. And within the last 5 years, less than 5 years, this dude has almost doubled. He has, like, I don't know, well, the math ain't perfect, but probably about, upped his net worth 75-ish% within the last 5 years as the world is burning and in shambles. All of these companies who have gotten sickeningly fucking rich while we the people have been suffering and getting poorer and sicker. Canceled. Pieces of shit. Canceled. Now he's living down there in Orlando, Florida. And very interesting. This dude is so fucking rich and will never pay any of his servers more than $2.83 an hour, and don't pay his cooks very fair wages, and they especially don't pay the illegal immigrants their fair wages, because they don't have documentation or anything. And it's just kind of one of those, wow, it's like, that's pretty fucking wild. Also, how I know this company is fucked up and very dark is the fact that on camera, you can see the things that go on in different dimensions. These things pop up, just like they show you on Supernatural and shit. These things are very visible sometimes on camera. And when I worked at the Bravo, there were no cameras. I think this building was like an $8 or $9 million building at the minimum, and it never had cameras. So when all of the servers and cooks and stuff had to deal with the other fucking ones down there stealing all of their shit, there was just no proof because there was no cameras. And this is why these motherfuckers acted like a bunch of psychos all the time, because they knew they were not on camera. Then I go over to Buka. Same thing. Multi-million-dollar building with no functioning camera system. They have it Five Nights at Freddy's style, where there's a few areas, a lot of them do not have cameras, but there's like maybe 4 or 5 primary areas that have cameras, only while Stacy is night guarding them and fucking Five Nights at Freddying us. The only time they work is when the GM is on there staring at them on her day off, calling the restaurant 16 to 20 sometimes a day on her days off to bitch about everything. And none of them record. That Jenna bitch that straight up gang stalked me with everybody else. The one time the lights went out there and her fucking cousin was working there, and then whatever cousin homie, some shit or another, there were 3 of them there, all linked up. Literally ran around, and a bunch of customers' shit went missing fast when these lights went out. And then they found purses and shit emptied out, and the cheap purses were thrown in the dumpster. And then just in the last week that I worked there, when everything just bubbled and boiled over there, 2 customers' phones went missing from Jenna's section. And then, I'm looking around for somewhere to hide my purse and shit, and there is actually nothing you can fucking do at any of these multi-million-dollar companies who have no security systems, because they don't want their fucking poltergeists on camera. And they don't want these people working there with demonic entity attachments. They don't want them to stop doing these things, because they are harvesting bad energy. I don't think it was more than a couple of months ago where I'm on here going, hey, all of the surfers and bartenders who are now doing OnlyFans because you just can't take the shit anymore from bars and restaurants, like, please come back. Please come back. Like, we're fucking down here sinking. Please come back. Now I'm like, have fucking fun with your OnlyFans, guys. Don't go fucking back here. Let that shit collapse. Go back to the mom and pops if you're going to try anything. In a restaurant, even the moms and pops, that's where I came from too. They're all the same. It's so horrible. So horrible to be working in bars and restaurants and shit right now. Like, it's bad. Fuck this shit. I'm going to teach you all how to milk the tit of the government. Fuck this. I'm calling them disability attorneys back. I don't give a fuck. I feel so much anger brewing within my family over all of this shit, and I'm just kind of really getting in duck and cover mode. And I'll have these people tell me, go get a job, go get a job, go get a job, you're fine. Well, see how long you fucking guys think that. I think I'm fine, but, just gotta readjust to the real world and, wait for you to hopefully have a little bit of a better go of this. But then I got Guy calling, upset, because they forced all these military guys to get the jab. And as soon as Guy got his second shot, they stopped forcing them to get them, and he was pissed. And now all him and his buddies are up in fucking arms because the military people who were smart and were like, fuck you guys, you're not doing anything like that to me, and they left. Now the army is begging these motherfuckers to come back because their numbers are so low. Begging these fuckers to come back and go fight their fucking bullshit pre-planned war. And Guy's getting very nervous. He's super like, I'm just on pins and fucking needles anymore, just waiting for them to tell me like that they're fucking sending me over to Israel or some shit. And he's nervous. And I'm like, hey, which one of your legs is your gimpy fin? Like, is it your left one or your right one? It's your left one, huh? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, well, does that foot work the best? Like, does that foot work good? Or is your right foot your good foot? And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I mean, if you don't want to desert or anything like that, I understand. But like, pick a foot, I'm going to fucking break it. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I said, you think I'm kidding? I said, do you think I'm fucking joking? I said, I will break your fucking body myself before I see you go fight for this shit fucking country. And we just gotta break your fucking foot or something. Another day in the life. Toodles.